everybody, it's Rebecca Gabrielle here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. We're going to do a weekly card reading for a Gemini for the 11th through to the 17th of May. As you know, I'm doing both weeklies and monthlies, and the weeklies give us an opportunity to take a look at the events and the energies surrounding us. Now, I'd like to encourage people not to be really hung up on the timing of events, and also not to come to the channel looking for answers. It's more about how we can learn to respond best to the things that happen in our life, how we can choose a better way to be in order to have a life that's happy and fulfilling. So hopefully these card readings are here to inspire you to be a better version of yourself, to understand your life rather than you coming here looking for answers in our external world. So here we go. It is a general reading. It won't resonate for everyone, but of course you're able to book a personal reading with me if you wish to. My details are in the description box below. All right, Gemini, let's get started to see what's happening in your world the 11th through to the 17th of May. Okay, Gemini, I have pre-shuffled these cards. So we're going to take a look at the energies surrounding you, Gemini, in the week of the 11th through to the 17th of May. So Spirit, we're asking for your guidance, please, for Gemini in this week. What things are going to unfold for Gemini, and what will be the energies surrounding the events for this week? Gemini, 11th through to the 17th. Please keep in mind that these weekly reads are not your entire life. They're just a snapshot in time. And it's important to realise that. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. So it starts out the beginning of the week with a lot of information and kind of feeling like you're a little bit on the defence here. Are you needing to stand your ground about something? Are there lots of other people in your life at the moment who are giving their opinion? Are you needing to defend something? Somehow I feel that this is not all that important, that there's a lot of activity and a lot of playful jesting here, but it really is more playful. It's not a serious energy here. We can see these children here fighting and jesting and messing about while the chicken here or the rooster is just going about with day-to-day business. And I feel that Gemini, this may be what's coming up around your energy at the moment, and that really it's a lot of hoo-ha and that you just need to get on with your business. And then we have, it's always important to know what we should listen to and what we should just discard, and I kind of feel that's what the energy is here. We then have the Two of Cups here. There's a beautiful exchange of energy here between you and your special person, Gemini. So that's really lovely to know. There's a coming together of the two of you, an exchange of ideas, opinions, suggestions, offers. It feels like almost an agreement between the two of you and a real coming together on something, an agreement. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Mutual energy, neutral ground, and a real willingness to exchange, which just looks really beautiful to me. Now we've got the opposite energy of that, which is the Ten of Swords. So it feels like something has come to an end. The Ten of Swords is a good card to recognize endings and beginnings. So what was in the past has truly ended and truly finished, and I feel that's something that you're kind of acknowledging. It's a marker in the sand of where you are at, because this Two of Cups energy here is saying one thing about the two of you coming together and having an agreement on things, and this is saying that whatever was previously in relation to this situation or relationship or whatever it is has finished. Something has finished. Something has finished in your life, and you're done with that. So we know that when there's an ending, there's always a beginning, a new beginning. Interesting. Okay, so something is coming to an end, something is coming together. And then we've got the High Priestess energy. So it's you calling in all of your spiritual awareness and wisdom and energy to get some guidance around your current situation. So I feel that you are reconnecting with your higher self, with Spirit, and you're really focused on trying to get some wisdom around a situation for yourself, Gemini, and trusting your intuition and trusting higher power to provide that insight into your situation, and perhaps even to give you the perspective of what you need to know for the bigger picture. And I feel that that's important, because that again is the opposite energy to this, where I feel that this is a lot of nonsense conversation and just noise and chit chatter in your life, which you realise is not anything worthwhile listening to. And here we have you stepping into your higher self going, well, I know where I should get my guidance. My guidance comes from Spirit and from my higher self, not from the noise and the chatter of others around me. And that's what I'm feeling is the message here. So maybe there is a lot of noise and chatter around you with regards to this. Okay, trying to put the pieces together here, and that recognizing that there is an ending from what was in the past and a new beginning. And now you're drawing upon all of your wisdom to be able to have the inner strength, the knowledge, the ability to see the bigger picture. And that's what the High Priestess can do. The High Priestess can look beyond the current situation and the noise, and to see the bigger picture and the meaning of what is happening on a larger scale. So I'm going to put that there. I feel like that needs to go like that. And then we have the Seven of Swords here. So this is, your energy is about working out what's important and what's of value in a very reflective mood, similar to the High Priestess, where you are deciding what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep, what's important, what are your priorities. So it's making some adjustments in your life, or planning for some adjustments. You're preparing your planning, you're working out what needs to be done. So I feel there's a bit of a practical perspective or practical aspect to what you're trying to achieve here. So the old way of your life is finished. You're not going to be in that very shallow 3D focus anymore. There's an aspect of your life that's finished, and there's an aspect of your life that is growing and blossoming, and you're at this point in time recognizing the need to prepare to understand from a bigger picture what the purpose is for all of this, and to prioritize and deeply reflect on what's important. Okay, let's see what the Angel Tarot deck has to offer to expand on this message for you, Gemini. You're really in deep thought about how to tackle the next part of your life, how to approach it, how to plan for it, and what's important. I just saw a card flip over then, and I missed it. Where did it go? It'll come out if it needs to. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Okay. So we're going to thank you, Spirit, for your guidance around the events that are changing and shifting here. And please guide us to what is important. And we've got the World card there again, more change, positive change. Thank you, Spirit. And what is the wisdom that we need to draw on here, and what is being reflected upon here, please, Gemini? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. So we had the Queen of Water, the first card that popped out, which is signaling relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Relationships develop to a new level. Okay. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. So this is the High Priestess fully into her intuition and connection with Spirit. All right. And then we've got this to confirm. Care for yourself and others. We've got beautiful energy of dolphins and whales here, and they're highly intuitive, highly emotionally intelligent, and you're entering a space, Gemini, where you are really tuning in to what is important for you and what you need to listen to and what you need to not listen to. So that's really beautiful. I'm going to place that there. And we've got the wheel here, which is also indicating a time of positive change for you. A situation suddenly moves forward and fortune is on your side. So there you go. That's endings and new beginnings. Okay. So, and you're contemplating this change and this new beginning here. So something suddenly changes and it's a positive change. It's a positive move forward and it happens quickly. Well, ta-da, we've got the Knight of Fire. I love it the way these things come out. So the Knight of Fire is very much about sudden movement and a sudden message. So we've got here a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Well, clearly you are thinking things through carefully here. Goodness, this is very clear. All right, so sudden change happens. Again, I can see that happening here with the Ten of Swords. It's just like bang, it's there, ending, beginning, and you're having to discern carefully, but obviously quickly. And then things are obviously turning out in a great way, because we've got the Star card here, Gemini. So the Star card represents happy times, making positive, optimistic, long-term plans and being on the right path. So clearly everything is aligning for you, Gemini. This is happening rapidly for you in the week of the 11th through to the 17th, roundabout. How beautiful is that? So, you know, in terms of relationships or definitely fulfillment of what you love, you are having a big change very quickly. And that sounds really, really interesting. All right, let's see. I'd like to pull some cards from the Psychic Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit. What other guidance can you give us around the sudden event here that comes in for that week? What do we need to know for Gemini, the sudden event that happens? Thank you, Spirit. For Gemini. So we have the crown chakra popping out there, which, you know, lets us know that it's really important that we are open and clear in our crown chakra, which is at the top of our head, to receive spiritual guidance. Definitely about receiving spiritual guidance from our higher self. Okay. So here we go. We're going to take a look at further messages to assist us. Okay. All right, so we have foundation and achievements. So something really beautiful is being planned here for you, Gemini. We've got foundation and achievements, which is really about you coming into a beautiful, secure, certain time in your life. And for some, it'll mean, you know, focus on family. It could be, you know, future marriage or some kind of commitment in your life. And it's all bringing beautiful abundance in your life, represented by the rainbow, like this real sense of hope and everything coming together, just what you wanted. So we've got security here. So foundation and achievements, what you've always dreamed of is coming to fruition for you, Gemini. So it's a sense of solidity, certainty. Whatever event that is happening for you, it's going to give you security, and that's what you're hoping for. So we also have the third eye chakra here, which means it's, again, a message to say for you to trust your intuition. So that's come up a couple of times here, to really tap into what you know feels true for you, not to listen to the gossip and the you know, all of the chit chat around you. That's not what you listen to. You listen to your intuition, which is in the middle of your forehead. That's representing what you envision to be the way forward for yourself, what you see is possible. So looking at the possibilities and really focused on what you know resonates for you. Okay. And then we've got a period of waiting here. So some patience is required. And this is why I think Spirit is saying it's so important that when you step into your high priestess energy, that's your ability to be able to see the bigger picture. So, when we have the third eye, again, it's being able to imagine, see in your mind's eye the bigger picture. And I think the Spirit was helping you to get ready for the fact that you may need to apply a little bit of patience here, the waiting game, okay, in order to have this beautiful change that's happening in your life. So that's helping you to manage the way going forward, is to know that good things are coming, a change is happening in your life. Let's remember that we've got the Star card here, which is really the most positive card in the deck alongside the Sun. And it's about making positive, optimistic, long-term plans. Long-term plans. And that's why you need to know, you just need to have a little bit of patience in order for the long-term plan to be manifested, Gemini. Okay? So you can see in this hourglass, which represents time, you having to sort of wait and going through the motions of things. But there's beautiful growth being happening. Roots are being put down and created, while beautiful new beginnings are happening up here. And this is what will give you this long-term stability, happiness, security, fruitfulness in your life. I'm sorry about that's better. So in order to have this, you need to sort of be patient and allow things to manifest in the right timing. So divine timing, okay? Good message. All right, let's see what else Spirit has to offer us in terms of the message with the Wisdom of Oracle card deck here. Thank you, Spirit. Well, I don't want to do that. Too many things popping out there. Okay, we've given them a good shuffle. Let's do this. Now, we've got a beautiful soulmate energy here. You're in deep thought about the future. Coming back home, no place like home. And being flexible. Okay, no surprises here. So we've got the beautiful soulmate energy, just to remind you what this is all about. So we've got the Two of Cups here. This is love, either a loving relationship or fulfillment in your life. So, yeah, beautiful. That's confirmation there. And then you're really thinking about the future. So you're deep in thought, but it's very much positive, and it's about planning for the future and envisioning the future. So it's a confirmation of the cards that have already come out. But this is with lightheartedness, not heaviness, and it's helping you to feel inspired. And when you reflect appropriately and you coming from a good space and good energy, Gemini, you'll be able to develop beautiful patience and resilience in order for something magnificent to grow in your life. There is a feeling of you coming back home, which is reflected in this card as well. And home is not the physical home itself, but the feeling of being at one in yourself and connected with what's important to you, and that feeling of inner peace, inner security that you create, and placing yourself in a situation where you know that you're always going to feel comfortable. I don't know about always, but what am I trying to say? You create the peace, you create the happiness, and you understand what that means for you, not because of anything external in your life, but because of the meaning that you give it and the way you live your life. So coming back home to Spirit, coming back home to your true self and what feels loving and fulfilling in your life for you. And while you're going through this process, because let's face it, life is a process and a journey, Spirit is reminding you to be flexible here. Always exercise balance in your life and moderation. Try to adopt different ways of thinking about things so that you're not attached to expectations, but you're able to bend with the wind, and as things are changing and moving, so do you, while still maintaining balance and a sense of home within yourself, regardless of what's happening in your external world. Remember, we don't pay attention and listen to all of this stuff that's going on. What we listen to is our inner self, and tapping into our higher self and the wisdom that we know that we have access to through our intuition, and the spiritual guidance that we're given. Oh, beautiful. All right, so this is clearly a beautiful reading with lots of wonderful things, beautiful changes. We've got the Wheel card here, positive movements, relationships going to a deeper level, and the important message of trusting your intuition, really being a space of love and care to go through whatever it is that you're moving through. So Spirit, we ask you for a few cards around relationships for Gemini in this week. Oh, now I was going to drop that, but there we go. We've got the wedding card here. So that's a greater commitment. There's things popping out everywhere. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so we've got the situation involves marriage. Now that can indicate a whole lot of things. It can be marriage for some. It can be a deeper commitment in your current relationship. And clearly we've got a lot of evidence of that. So we've got the soulmate card, the Two of Cups. We've got now the wedding card here. We've got you deserve love. So a beautiful confirmation that this is your time. Gemini, you deserve love, as we all do. But in case you were doubting it, there you go. And give your relationship a chance. So work on your partnership. All good things in life require work, and that never stops. You know, the moment we sit back and think we've got it made, that's exactly when we need to make sure that we are being proactive in our relationships and our communication, and, you know, having the resilience as well as the independence to go through life. Yeah, so how beautiful. All right, that's a lot going on for you, Gemini. It's a great reading, a beautiful reading, very positive. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'd like to wish you well in your week. Lots of love to you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.